Welcome to Veiled Stories, where we uncover chilling legends, untold mysteries, and hidden truths from the shadows of history. If you enjoy diving into the unknown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Every family has its shadows, stories tucked away like forgotten relics in an old attic. But some shadows are harder to ignore, no matter how tightly the door is locked. Imagine an ancestral home with walls that seem to breathe and an air so thick with memory you can almost hear the whispers. These are the tales handed down in hushed voices around flickering flames. They're the kind of stories that linger half-remembered but never truly gone. They straddle the line between fact and folklore, pulling you into a world where truth hides in the dark corners of imagination. Tonight, let's unravel some of the most unsettling family legends, stories that make you wonder what secrets your family might be keeping. Our first story is about an antique clock, one that marked more than just the hours. In one family, the clock was said to chime on its own, even when it wasn't wound. But the real terror lay in its timing. Every time the clock struck 13, someone in the family fell ill or met an untimely end. They tried everything to get rid of it, selling it, smashing it, even burying it. But no matter what, the clock always reappeared, ticking ominously in the same corner of the living room. Then there's the tale of the night visitor. In a secluded cabin deep in the woods, a family claimed to hear soft knocking on their windows at night. No footsteps in the snow, no sign of anyone nearby, just the rhythmic tap, tap, tap. One night, the eldest son decided to stay awake and catch whoever, or whatever, was behind it. When the knocking began, he opened the curtains to find nothing but darkness. Yet the knocking grew louder, coming from every window at once. And what about the vanishing door? In another family, an ornate door was said to appear in their home every few years, always in a different spot. It led to nowhere, just a solid brick wall. But those who opened it swore they heard faint whispers on the other side, pleading for help. The door would disappear by morning, leaving nothing but an eerie silence in its wake. These stories share common threads, ghostly echoes, cursed relics, and mysteries that refuse to be solved. But what happens when the legends stop being stories and start creeping into reality? There's a story about an old wardrobe passed down through generations. Inside, the smell of lavender always lingered, even when it hadn't been used for years. But that wasn't what made it strange. Family members claimed that, late at night, they could hear faint scratching sounds coming from within, as if something inside was trying to get out. One relative, braver than the rest, decided to investigate. They opened the wardrobe, finding nothing but empty space. Yet the next morning, they discovered deep claw marks on the inside of the doors. Marks that hadn't been there before. The wardrobe was eventually burned, but some say the faint scent of lavender still haunts the house. Another tale tells of a child's lullaby, heard faintly in the dead of night. It was always the same tune, sung by a voice no one could identify. One family traced the melody to an old music box that had belonged to a long-deceased relative. But here's the chilling part: the music box had no key. It shouldn't have been able to play at all. These are the kinds of encounters that make you question reality. Every eerie tale has two sides, the supernatural and the rational. Could the night visitor be explained by an animal in the woods? Could the cursed clock's chiming be a mechanical glitch? Perhaps the vanishing door is nothing more than a family prank spun out of control. Logic offers comfort, but some mysteries resist explanation. They cling to the edges of our understanding, where shadows blur the boundaries of what we believe to be real. Maybe that's why these stories endure. They tap into our deepest fears, the unknown, the unseen, and the unexplainable. Family legends are more than just ghost stories. They are windows into the fears, hopes, and mysteries of those who came before us. They remind us that the past is never truly gone and that some secrets refuse to stay buried. As you sit in the stillness of the night, remember this. Every family has a story it doesn't want to tell. Perhaps yours is waiting to be unearthed, locked in an old chest hidden in the attic or whispered by the wind. And if you hear a faint knock or catch a glimpse of something in the corner of your eye, well, perhaps it's just your imagination. Or perhaps it's not. Do you dare to uncover your family's secrets? Until next time, keep the lights on and the shadows at bay.